Hi everybody. So this is going to be a classic example of setting up a domain controller running in Azure. As you can see, I'll just highlight quickly things here. So this is the DCO1, which is a fresh VM that we have created. It's got the private IP address here, and this is going to be our virtual network where this domain controller plus any additional VMs that will be connected to that as well. And for now, of course, we are connected with it using our Bastion, which is already connected here now. And just to highlight here that we have also taken the snapshot of the OS disk as well. So if we go here, this will be the snapshot, just in case if there is anything that you want to do, it's always safer and better to just take the snapshot of the C drive. So if I go here now, just in case if you want to roll it back, this will be important here. So you go to the disk here and then just create snapshot, and this is what I've already done here to save the time. Create snapshot. All right, so if I go back again now, which is DCO1. If I go back again here, so this is the server here, as you can see. This is not domain joined, so this is a fresh installation DCO1. It's the IP address here 192.168.0.4, and that's the host name there. It's a fresh install. So right now what we are trying to do, we are going to install the domain controller role on it here. So you go here, manage, and that is where you install the all the different roles here on it. All right, so manage, add roles and features, and we are after role-based or feature-based installation. This will be already selected. We go next. We want to select Active Directory domain services, and this will automatically install Active Directory administration tools as well, and some of the other management tools as well, but this is good for us to sort of manage it later if we have to, and add features. We go next. All right, so we say restart the destination server automatically if required. This is just because it would require a restart as well. Install. Now this might take a couple of minutes now, so I'll pause the video now when this is completed already. And just to highlight here as well one thing, as you can see that before we promote this domain controller, as you can see that we have only one user, which is Linux Plus, which was the account that I created at that time when I created the VM in Azure. So this will be the main schema account in the Active Directory later, because you won't be able to use this local users and computers on the domain controller once we promote that DC. All right, just to highlight here, because this will be our main account that we'll be using. I'll show you what happens to the accounts later. All right, so this will take some time now. I'm going to pause the video for now, and then I'll show you the next steps. But of course, later in the video, not in this video, probably the next video, will show you how to domain join a Windows VM, and also to domain join a Linux VM as well, and what happens with the administrator credentials, and how to give different privileges in the upcoming videos. All right, welcome back. So it looks like this is saying the configuration required installation succeeded on DC1. So if we close it now and we go, this is the notification here. If you click on this one, it says promote this server to a domain controller. So right now the role is installed, but it's not configured yet, and that's the reason you are able to still access now local users computers now. And if we go in here and promote this one to be a domain controller, so it says add a domain controller to an existing domain. We don't have any existing domain, so we're gonna go with the next. Add a new domain to an existing forest. No, add a new forest, because this is our third, and the root domain name. So this is gonna be your main domain name. So in this case, we'll say Linux Plus dot. All right, we'll leave everything as it is default. So DSRM password is something that you will require in just in case if you have to run any kind of maintenance on the domain controller, or you know, break it down or something. So we'll just put the passwords. This is not the password that you will use when you want to domain join a VM or something. Okay. And we want to use the functionality level, which is the highest already, so 2016. We go next, leave as it is, go next. So this will automatically get the NetBIOS domain name now, what we already specified. Alright, so this is the Linux Plus NetBIOS domain name. We go next. Alright, so we leave as it is the default locations because we can still for the database we can use any other drives as well, but for now, because we're using only one drive, which is C drive, so we leave as it is default. Alright, and you can also view the script here as well, which is what it will do here. So this is just like what it's going to do in the PowerShell, if you want to do that over there, or you can just go and review the settings and then click next. Alright, so this is going to run some prerequisite checks, and it might take a few minutes, and in the process it might reboot as well, and that is when we have to log in with the install. So that's when we have to log in with the Linux Plus credential, but that will be the schema administrator account. That will be the main like the main account for the domain that we just created now. Alright, so this might take a couple of minutes now, and I'll pause the video here. As you can see that this is saying that the computer is being restarted because Active Directory Domain Service was installed or removed. It is installed. We say close. We hit close as well, and this is now restarting here now because we already promoted it now. Now this might take a couple of seconds to come up. Let me see if I'm able to reconnect. Connected to Bastion here now. One of the reasons what I've done is that I have connected the Bastion on my main network here, which is our Linux Plus network here. As you can see, we have the connected devices. Right now there's only one domain controller connected to this, which is DCO1, and that's the Bastion network that is connected to this one as well. And later what we're going to do is we're going to enter that domain controller DNS IP. For now it will not allow me because I need to do some restart, probably need to shut down the server and stuff, and then I'll specify the DNS server name here. So later when we add any of the VMs to this virtual network here, they will automatically get the right DNS, which is our domain controller here. Alright, so right now we are logging in with our credentials. These credentials are the same, but this will be our logging into the domain controller now. That's why most likely you will not see anything bookmarked or anything like that. Alright, it's coming up. Leave it as it is. Alright. Pause the video, I think it's taking a while. Alright, looks like we are back in now. As you can see now here, right, if you try to open this local users, for example, it will say that you won't be able to use it because this is a domain controller now. Alright, so there's no use of opening the users, but let me see here what other users we have. If I do net user, we can see that we have Linux Plus, which is still a local account on this because it was dsa.msc. So this is our main, where we can see our main forest, which is the Active Directory here. And under the users, we will be able to see our Linux Plus, which is the built-in account that is a member of administrators, domain admins, domain users, enterprise admins. So this is classic. So as you can see here, that same account that we had created as a local account on one of the server here, which is created in Azure, right now that account is also the main account for enterprise admins, schema admins, because this is a main account that we can use later to sort of add or manage permissions and stuff. So this is the classic example of running creating a domain controller now. So right now that's the main account, and as you can see from here, if I go just quickly going to check what it looks like here now. All right. So see, this is now a domain joined. So IP address is still the same. Nothing has changed, but we have promoted that VM that we created in Azure to a domain controller. So later in the next videos, what we're going to do now, we are going to see if we can join, because right now you can see in the computers, there are no computers, but obviously there's only one domain controller, which is DCO1. So we're going to join a Windows VM as well as the Linux VM to see how it works, how the permission works, and we'll create different users. We also give some delegate permissions as well to see how the behavior is. And later we can make it even more complex with the group policy and stuff like that. But this is just for now. So in this video, we just created a domain controller. We promoted the domain controller. And in the next video, we're going to follow up with the domain joining. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.